All right, here we are again. This time we're at home facing West Ham. If there was any question about whether I actually had the World Super League correctly loaded, now you know the answer. West Ham have won 2 from 3. We've won 1 from 3. And everybody's predicting that this is going to wind up a draw. I think that we're probably good enough to sort of rumble with them, but we'll see what happens. As usual, we've rotated our side once again, which you kind of have to do because in the World Super League, we're having 2 matches a week. It's going to be like this for the first couple months of the season with really not much of a let-up. So we'll see what we can do. Hopefully we have enough fast and very energetic young players to keep us going, even when we get tired from all of the match fatigue. West Ham ended up with the first shot of the match, and fortunately for us, it doesn't really do much of anything at all. And here is Amundsen Dai, who's playing at left back, and he's doing so because of injuries. We've had a little bit of an injury crisis there at left back. We have 3 of them, and they're all injured. So it's kind of all hands on deck for the time being. It won't last like this forever, of course. We just had a little bit of bad luck. And Amundsen Dai is there where he needs to be and passes this forward. Unfortunately, it's to defender. But we're able to go back and win that, and he was offside anyway. Paqueta is who was offside. So still no score, nothing happening so far. And there's Giekewicz with the first real big save of the match, and that was against the first shot on goal of the match. So we've done okay for the time being. Okafor here, back to Mutsundai. Over to our Russian friend in the back. Faraz now to Pekkanen, our Finnish center back. And he lumps his forward. It's Okafor who ends up with this, and that's knocked out for a corner. So our speed ends up winning us a corner early on. And it will be Ernst Lehner, the only legendary player we have on this team who takes it, and it's not a particularly well-taken corner, and so nothing happens. Manga now over to Milbauer, and he kind of faffs around with it a little bit and ends up losing possession. So much for that. This is deflected again, and that's up and over everyone's head for a goal kick. They're going to call that a goal kick. The attacking West Ham player was up in everybody's grill, and unfortunately he was just a little bit too eager with the ball. Okafor here with this ends up back to Pojsnakov in the back, however you say his name. Demirovic is looking for number 2, and unfortunately that one is just saved by the keeper, so it's out for once again another corner for us. Pojsnakov, I guess is his name. Pojsnakov. Kind of hard to see when the names flash in front of you so quickly. Demirovic had a pretty good shot on goal there. Had to work quickly with the man right behind him. And Okafor is called for the push-off, and that will be, unfortunately for us, the end of that attacking movement. We're doing pretty well, though. We have the XG. Here's Lehner with a free kick, and unfortunately that is grabbed easily by their keeper, and so much for that. We'll have to go back to the drawing board once again. They have a player who's down, and Giekewicz ends up grabbing this one and just kicks it out for a throw. Ings is a player who's down. Not quite sure what happened, but we definitely have a violent bunch on our side. Lots of opposing players have found themselves down like that. That in midfield. Milbauer now forward for Demirovic over to Öztürk, who scores. Öztürk, I should say. And the question is if he was onside or not. Let's see what they have to say about that. Yep, they're going to count it. So he was onside, and we've done it. Yep. Oh yeah, now it comes up. Yeah, good job. Öztürk with his first goal of the season. And it's 1-0 for Augsburg here in a match that, once again, most people would probably think we don't have much business even thinking about winning. So we're doing all right. Giekewicz is barely able to save that one. That was a very, very close call. Demirovic here at the end, and he had possession and lost it straight away. Lukowitz, when he grabbed that, it looked like he didn't really know what to do with it, if he was supposed to make the save or just let that one roll out, and he ends up kind of knocking it out for the corner in the end. And then he makes a good save here at the end of that. So kind of a bad move followed by a good move on his part. And that'll be a corner for us. So Pekkanen sort of allowed that ball to go over his head and be knocked out for the corner. Pretty good decision, but we can't get quite on top of this. Okafor over to Faraz. Back to Ponyakov, over to Mango. He tries a shot, and that was probably the wrong decision, but he gives it a try anyway, and that does it for the half. It was a pretty fast half. I'm not used to them being over so quickly. So 1-0, we have the lead, and yeah, the fans, something or other, go out there and continue to win. Pekkanen here in the back for Faraz, back to Pekkanen. Ponyakov. I'm not sure who he was looking for there, but it didn't quite work. But who wins it that time? Mühlbauer now forward over for Lehner. And ends up with Faraz here at the back. And he takes a shot and tries his luck. That's a Segundo Volante roll. Lehner now free kick, and that was deflected. Okay, good. Not quite sure what to make of that. It looked like he didn't know where the goal was. We'll try this again. We lose it, but then we win it again in the back. Hudson Dijk, who's still playing in that unfamiliar position, and that's the end of that. Pekkanen with the header, and unfortunately that's over everyone's head. And so they have another goal kick. Lehner now. Wins it back. Mühlbauer, Pekkanen. Back to Mongo. Well, and the battle in midfield just continues. I think we're supposed to be fouling or something here. We haven't done very much of anything other than giving them a shot on goal. Okafor here, left side. And he just gives the ball up straight away. That was pretty foolish of him. Well, it's going to take West Ham, I guess, a couple of minutes here to get set up for this corner. Here they go. There we go, finally. Bowen about to fire away. And Giekewitz with a good save, another good save. And then Downs, Flynn Downs ends up with the header to put the score level 1-1. Two good saves and a good job there by Pekkanen to try to get in the way, but it wasn't quite good enough, unfortunately. Yeah, it was Pekkanen there who missed the header, and that was the problem. And so 1-1 it is. We've done well to keep up with them, but not quite well enough. Mühlbauer here with it for Demirovic, and he's just a step too slow for that one. It looked like he was going to go ahead and knock that one in. To everyone's surprise, it would have been a nice answer about 20 seconds later. Mühlbauer with the shot that is saved after a desperation attempt by their keeper, and then Okafor is going to be called for this. He's going to get a yellow. Yep. given up a penalty. So there you go, fouling left and right. That was pretty ugly, and that's pretty obviously a penalty. No question about that, and Lander gets his yellow card. So kind of a ridiculous decision there. We're about to be down 2-1. Now Giekewicz is able to make the save. Incredible job, and we have emerged unscathed, and that's pretty impressive. It's not a great shot. He stays with it. He waits until after the shot comes to make his decision to move, and he just stays right there with it as you're supposed to. Mühlbauer now wins this slightly in the back. No, it's not quite cleared yet. And that's going to be free kick. They're going to call that offside. Okafor there with the header, but he didn't have anything on it. There's Öztürk, back to Mühlbauer, back to Öztürk, and over to Podnyakov. Hudson Bay. Forward for Öztürk, and that's deflected out. So we have another chance here, maybe to get that goal back. Ferraz here with this in the back. Over to Pekkanen. And that didn't quite work. It was close and it was something, but not quite what we needed. Demirovic wins this back. Laner. Mühlbauer, and he plays that pretty poorly, unfortunately. But we're able to get the save in the end and prevent that from going in. So far, so good. Managed to emerge unscathed again. I tell you, they were knocking the ball back and forth over our heads and making it look easy, but we haven't given up that second goal yet. Oh man, that's a great save. Worth looking at this again. So Johnson, who's been all over the place, had a little give and go here and did a great job centering this, and Giekewicz is just barely there in the nick of time to make the save. Here we are back in the back again. Okafor, Hudson Bay. I was looking for Öztürk, and it wasn't a particularly good header. Pekkanen now with this in the back. And his man was offside and saw it in time. So 10 more minutes left of this match. You get the feeling that we might be able to push something forward on offense, but it just hasn't quite happened yet. Mühlbauer now. Podnyakov, Mutsundai, and here we go. Okafor. Faraz. Down to Mutsundai. We've got numbers. Look at all of those red jerseys. Laner. And it's just not happening yet. Manga now. It's a pretty poor throw, but we're able to win this in the back. Yeah, and Ben Rama has scored, but I'm pretty sure he's offside. We'll see what they say about this. Yeah, it's disallowed. Pretty sure he was, he's offside by a mile and a half, so there's no question about that one.
Torschütze heute Nachmittag für das Team der Torschützen.
Sikowitz, another good save. He's had quite a few here. You know, he's one of those players that I always wonder, should we get rid of him? Should we go for somebody else in goal? And he's actually played very, very well so far in the early part of the season. Not sure if I can say the same thing for the rest of our defense. Not sure what that was. No, they're not going to give him a yellow card for that. I was about to say he got himself sent off. Not quite. We only have a couple seconds left here before the end of this one. 1-1 would suit us, I think, pretty well, and that's going to be the end of it. We could have won this match. It was just an unfortunate mistake in the back. West Ham just came out and attacked after missing that penalty, but it was all to no avail. 1-1 the draw. We have 4 points from 4 matches, which is not too bad. I'll talk with you again tomorrow. Bye-bye.